I'm going to warm up with a couple of straight up multiplying fractions or multiplying rational number problems. Rational number is just another way to say fractions. It's just any number that can be expressed as a fraction. And then we'll actually do a word problem that deals with the multiplication of fractions. Let's do part A. 5 over 12 times 9 over 10. And the fun thing about multiplying and dividing fractions is, at least in my mind, it's easier than adding or subtracting. You literally just multiply the numerators when you're multiplying and multiply the denominators. So you could say that this is the same thing as 5 times 9 over 12 times 10. And we could just multiply these out, 45 over 120. But that won't be in simplest form. We'll be multiplying these big numbers. And before we do that, we can divide the numerator and denominator by numbers that'll simplify it a little bit. So let's do that. So if we divide the numerator and the denominator by 5, then this will become a 1. This will become a 2. If we divide the numerator and the denominator by 3, this will become a 3. And this will become a 4. And so the whole thing is simplified to 1 times 3, which is 3, over 4 times 2, 3/8, which is a lot easier than 45 over 120. All right, let me let's just do part C here. 3/4 times 1/3. We could do that exact same principle. This is going to be 3 times 1 over 4 times 3. We can skip a step if we like and cancel out the 3's in the numerator and the denominator. So you divide the numerator and denominator by 3. You'd say that that's a 1, and that's a 1. And you'd say, OK, 1/4 times 1, 1 over 1 is equal to 1/4. And all I did there, I skipped a step, but all I did, I said, OK, that's going to be the same thing as 3 times 1 over 4 times 3. Divide the numerator and the denominator by 3, and you get 1/4. These are the exact same thing. I'll do E and F just to finish up things. So E is 1/13 times 1 over 11. Well, we just multiply the numerators. We get 1 over whatever 13 times 11 is. Let's see, 13 times 10 is 130. And so we're going to have to get one more 13 in there. So it's going to be 143, if I did that correctly. Yeah, 13 times 10 is 130. Yep, looks good to me. All right, one more, get us really warmed up. All right, 7, I'll do part F. 7 over 27 times 9 over 14. Well, we can do the same trick we did over here. Divide the numerator and the denominator by 7. So this becomes a 1. This becomes a 2. Then we can divide the numerator and denominator by 9. This becomes a 1. This becomes a 3. So this becomes 1 times 1 over 3 times 2, over 3 times 2, or 1/6. And or you could have said, oh, this 7 times 9, which is 63, over 27 times 14, which is a huge number that I don't know the exact number to, and it would have taken you forever to actually put it in most simple form. But this way, when you divide ahead of time, it simplified things a good bit. So let's do a word problem. And it involves monkeys. Three monkeys spend a day gathering coconuts together. When they have finished, they are very tired and fall asleep. The following morning, the first monkey wakes up. Not wishing to disturb his friends, he decides to divide the coconuts into 3 equal piles. There is one left over, so he throws this odd one away, helps himself to his share, and goes home. So this is the third monkey. So he divides what he sees into 3 piles. We don't know how many are in each pile. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And then he had one coconut left over. He had one coconut left over that he chucks. That's a coconut right there. That's a coconut. That's what that first. He divides the coconuts into 3 equal piles. There's one left over, so he throws his odd away, helps himself to his share, and goes home. So his share is, let's say, he takes this share, and he throws this away. That's what this tells us. He decides to divide the coconuts into 3 equal piles. There is one left over, so he throws it away, and he helps himself to his share. All right. Now, a few minutes later, the second monkey awakes. Not realizing that the first has already gone, he too divides the coconuts into 3 equal heaps. He finds one left over, throws the odd away, and helps himself to his fair share. So this is, he finds one left over, throws the odd away, helps himself to his fair share. So this is the second monkey. So this is all he sees. He just sees these two piles together. So he divides these into 3 equal heaps. So maybe that's one heap right there. That is, let me make it a little bit more equal. So this is one heap. That is 2 heaps. And that is, actually, he actually sees one left over too. So let me make that clear. He finds one left over. So he finds one coconut left over. And then the rest of this, remember, this is gone and this is gone. So this is all we're dealing with at this point. One left over and 3 equal heaps. So 1 heap, 2 heaps, and 3 heaps. And then he takes one for himself. He takes one for himself, and he takes the extra coconut and he throws it away. He takes that extra coconut and throws it away. So this is all we have left now. This is all we have left. And then you could guess what happens. In the morning, the third monkey wakes to find that he is all alone. He spots the 2 discarded coconuts and puts them with the pile. Interesting. Okay, so he puts them with the pile, giving him a total of 12 coconuts. So he spots that one and that one, puts them back in the pile. So that is the first, or maybe I should say, yeah, this is the first monkey, or 3 monkeys. When it's finished, actually, I should call this the first monkey. The first monkey did this, the second monkey, and now we're dealing with the third monkey. He spots the 2 discarded coconuts and puts them with the pile, giving a total of 12. So this is the third monkey, the third one to wake up. Sorry if I confused you. This was the first one to wake up, has one left over, 3 equal piles, one left over, keeps one for himself. Second monkey, he sees these coconuts. He makes 3 equal piles, has one left over. Then the third monkey wakes up, sees these 2 coconuts, and then sees what's in the pile. And he has a total of 12 coconuts. 12 coconuts. And so they're saying, how many coconuts did the first and second monkey take? All right. Actually, let me be very clear. The total is 12 coconuts. This right here is 12 coconuts after taking the discarded ones. So if this is 12, this right here must be 10 coconuts. And so this is 10 coconuts. And if you look at these 2 piles that are left over, this must be 5 coconuts, 5 coconuts. And he took 5 coconuts. So if you go to this point over here, how many coconuts were there? Well, there must have been 15 plus this 1 coconut over here. So the first monkey must have had 16 coconuts in these 2 piles. So this must have been 8 and 8. And then he took an equal share in 8. So to start off with, we had 8 times 3, 24 coconuts plus 1. So we started with 25 coconuts. This guy took 8. Then we had 16 coconuts, right? He took 8, got rid of 1, so we only had 16 left. The second guy comes along, and he says, OK, I'm going to divide into 3 groups of 5. I have 1 left over. He took 5. Then you had 10 left over, plus the 2 discarded ones was 12.